What if you didn't have to just manage the pain and inflammation that comes with arthritis? What if you could actually encourage the body to support cartilage and connective tissue health? That's the idea behind Sigumir, a peptide bioregulator developed in Russia to support cartilage and connective tissue regeneration at a cellular level. In this video, I'll explain the science behind Sigumir and how it affected my dog's mobility. Sigumir is a peptide bioregulator that's used in Russia and other Eastern European countries to treat connective tissue disorders like arthritis. It was developed by Dr. Vladimir Kavinson at the St. Petersburg Institute of Bioregulation and Gerontology. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that are small enough to be easily absorbed by the digestive tract. Every organ or bodily function has its own peptide bioregulator. These peptide bioregulators interact with the DNA in the cells, helping that organ or system repair and regenerate itself. Sigumir is made from the bones and connective tissues of young cows and specifically supports connective tissues, including the joints and cartilage. This is important because as dogs and humans age, the cartilage in our joints gradually weakens, and this puts us at increased risk for degenerative conditions like arthritis. Supporting cartilage health early can make a big difference in comfort and mobility later in life. Adequan also does a great job at this, by the way. In my dog Sadie's case, she has a number of joint-related disorders. She has arthritis in both her hips, she probably has IBDD, and she has spondylosis in her thoracic spine. These issues first started showing up about 6 years ago, and since then we've done everything we can to manage them. Sadie's been using weekly Adequan injections over that 6-year period, and we found quite a bit of benefit from that. Following a really specific diet, in her case, gently cooked meat has been really helpful, as well as many other supplements we've used from Western and Chinese medicine. For pain and inflammation, we've used things like CBD, THC, gabapentin, ketamine, and amantadine, all very successfully. She struggled with any type of NSAIDs like carprofen or Galliprant even, or Tylenol, and codeine as well has caused a lot of stomach distress for her. We've also used a lot of non-drug therapies as part of a multimodal approach to pain management. So things like massage, acupuncture, pulse electromagnetic frequencies, cold laser or red light, swim therapy, physical therapy, kinesiotaping. These have all been really helpful for her, and eventually we'll cover all of these in more detail. So when I first gave Sadie Sigumir, I actually noticed a benefit almost immediately. I was pretty surprised. I gave her 2 capsules of food in the evening, and by the next day, she seemed to be getting up and down a little bit faster and a little bit easier, more comfortably. So we continued Sigumir for a full month, and we kept noticing small but steady improvements over that time in her mobility and comfort. After giving her 2 capsules a day for a month, I decided to stop giving her Sigumir and take a break. It's a pretty common protocol with bioregulators. Over the following 4 to 8 weeks, her symptoms gradually started returning though. So I started her back on Sigumir, and again, we saw noticeable improvement by the very next day. How long the effects will last, I'm sure will depend on the severity of the condition and the overall health of the animal. Bone and cartilage tissues are especially slow to respond to intervention compared to other tissues, so results could come quickly like they did for us, or they could take a while. Just a quick reminder, Sigumir is not FDA approved. In the United States, it's sold as a dietary supplement. I'm definitely not recommending that you give it to your dog. This video is just to share what I've learned and what's worked for us. And if it sounds interesting to you, I encourage you to do your own research and talk to your veterinarian. If you've ever tried Sigumir or other peptide bioregulators personally or with your dog, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments. And if you want to learn more about peptides or joint health, I'll have more videos out soon, so be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.